I don't care if you do disguise it as people owning the land. You cannot own the land. To prove that to you, when you die, the land will still be here. You cannot take it with you. That means that it's not abiding. And anything that is not abiding is not real. So the idea of you owning the land is not real, because you don't even own existence forever here on the planet. So how can you really truly say you own the land? All the things that you put into implementation while you are alive, living on this planet, is all a waste of your foolish ego time, because the minute you die, you find how unnecessary that shit was, because none of it will go with you when you leave here. Nothing. So in all reality, people are just spending way too much time on the concept of material gain. It is a foolish quest, and it's used very well by the corporations. Very well. People are killing themselves over gold and diamonds, and that's nothing but metal and stones. Now, the gold is synonymous with the sunlight. The beautiful color of it has a good electromagnetic conductivity to it. That's the reason why the ancient Kemetic people found it implemented so much in their daily quest. They found it to be a metal that could be used to sustain and provoke, as well as create harmony and tranquility and all of these type of things from the proper diet. I shouldn't say diet, I should say the proper live it, and with all of the considerations of divine moral circumstances being implemented around your everyday action, you were able to create a body that can actually live for 200 years without any complications. And now this information is still trying to be brought to the people on the earth, but you have corporations that want people to eat meat. They want people to drink soda pops. They want people to do all the things that is causing so much large cases of diabetes and stuff like that. And if people would just change their diets and stop being involved with mimicking all the stuff that they see people do on television, then the doctors will not be making such a killing of prescribing medication to just palletize diabetes and never actually cure it. So this is really some incredible stuff when I look at it and see it, and I know that I've studied all these books and everything, and then I'm this wise man, and the society has reduced me where the only thing I can do is steal lawnmowers. So here it is. This is a very, very powerful country, because you got people that can sit here and talk to you with this type of intelligence. They can't find jobs, and so they're out stealing lawnmowers, and that's the reason why your country is building so many prisons, because they know that us intelligent people out here that can't find jobs is going to eventually resort to crime. Now, me myself are none one of the people that can't find a job, because you see, my intelligence has made me create a job for myself. That's the reason they target me, because they don't want my intelligence to catch on to other people. That's why. Because see, if you create a job for yourself, you eradicate a need for their jobs, and they need you to work their jobs, or they need you to stand around thinking you can't do anything until they create a job for you. And they will create a job for you if you sit around with the attitude, and it's in prison. That job has been created for you. It's called prison. Remember, they used to have a rule that if you was a vagrant, that means if you didn't have no money to support yourself, you were a criminal and you could be incarcerated for that. Do you guys remember that back in the day? It's still a rule. Never got changed. To this day, it's still a law. Hate to point that out to you, that your government would even make such a foolish ass law, but that's not as horrible as that law they made called slavery. If you guys don't know what slavery is, let me tell you. Slavery was a system of acts of humanity, cruelty, that was really, 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 I mean, 600 million melanated men, women, and children were victimized to the extremities of death. Thrown in the river, sold, raped, hung, sodomized, denationalized, still going through the slave struggle to the day, still victimized by these type of things. And the people that did that, it's the same people that made that vagrancy law. So vagrancy means that if you're not responsible to your society, you could be locked up for that. Okay, so I guess that if you don't have a problem with slavery to begin with, it will be real easy for you not to have a problem with active vagrancy. I'm saying some things just speak for themselves. You don't really need a translator to tell you, but you can just listen to the perception received through the senses of another individual, and you can merge their conceptualization with your conceptualization, and then try to use the two to come up with a, I guess, valid synopsis. You know what I'm saying? Because from the mouth of two people, you're gonna have to find some similar truth, unless they're two biased people. Then you would know that because they will belong to a synonymous organization or the same organization, or something that is in opposement to something or for something. Okay, I want to show you something. Now you see these cans right here? Now I'm going to take this back cans and put this in my truck. And the reason why is because I guarantee you somewhere down the line there's going to be a crime committed for taking those stuff out of there. And the only reason why, now let me show you what happened. See, I want you guys to listen real good to this. There was no law implemented that no one could go in the garbage and pick the recycles out of it. There's never been a law implemented that says that. Okay, never anywhere has there been a law implemented that says that. Along with that, let me show you something. Okay, look. Okay, nowhere on here does it say that if you take anything out of here, it's a theft. Nowhere. It just says glass only. Okay, it's a plastic container that says glass on it. This says Vancouver Recyclers. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything about private property. It's illegal to go inside and this and that. Nowhere do you see that anywhere, right? Okay, there's a lot of people in this city that's in the alley on sunny days, and I'm out here doing the harmful act of what you just saw. Taking those cans to help support the financing of my enterprise. I am out here looking for scrap metal. Aluminum cans happen to be scrap metal. So now, to show you guys something, look at this. Now, that up there against that garage, I have been seeing for a long time. It looks like it's scrap, doesn't it? But do you see where it's at? It's up against that man's garage. If I went up there and took that stuff, it would be theft. Because see where it is according to the property? I would know for a fact, if I walked in front of that car or even to the car and took the one leaning on the car, I would be seriously stealing. That type of stuff I would not do. But if that stuff was right here, you see the difference? Or even if it was right there, where that thing is right there, I will pick it up. Now, you see the type of material that I'm talking about? I swear to you guys, there's been times when stuff like that was right here, and it's obvious that it's garbage, and I pick it up and try to load it in my truck, and people will come out here and actually give me shit and make me feel bad like I was stealing something. And that's the truth. But then there's other people that, as you guys saw, I hope that I did not miss that last segment, and I don't know if I did or not, because the camera might have been off. But a while back I had two guys and a nice lady and a little dog came and greeted me and really made my day. So, you know, it's really fun being out here too, along with the mayhems that come along. It's all about life. I do understand that, and I tell you guys that so you don't think that I'm just a fucking whiner. I am not a whiner. I am here to point out information to people about our world and the way it is functioning, and to offer you actually a critiquing of myself. Because I'll tell you why. You Europeans could walk around this planet and try to dichotomize yourselves from being a part of the melanated people on this planet if you want to, but see, that's your own foolishness, and you are allowed to live in that world if you want to, because everything about what you perceive is all based on consciousness anyway. So I'm going to be patient and wait on you guys to get better intelligence than that and catch up. But at the meantime, while I'm waiting on you to catch up, I'm going to have to roll with the idea in my mind that you guys are just ignorant to believe the concept of whiteness, because it's easier to accept whiteness than to accept your state of melanin degeneracy. See, I know that, and that's the way it's going to always be manifested on my hard drive. But just for your sake, if you need to run with your acceptance of your melanin degenerative state as being called whiteness, you can run with that. Go right ahead. But know that you and I both know what you really are is albino black people. So you can hide and try to separate yourself not to deal with that if you want to, but the reality of it all, and the all true reality of the way the universe looks at it, is that we are all the same thing. So when I talk about white people, I am talking about myself, so I can say any fucking thing I want to because I'm talking about myself. I know that. Okay? I know that. I mean, really, I do. And this is what's beautiful about it. So don't get mad at me when I'm talking about myself. Just say, oh, he doesn't mean me. So when I say that no good, dirty cracker motherfucker, he know he had threw this shit away. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Now just ride with me on this. I'm just saying, just for Pete's sake, whoever Pete is. Matter of fact, for Pete. How about just for Jane's sake? How about that? Okay, listen. You see these things right here? Somebody threw those out there. So I'm gonna take them, but I'm gonna be real quiet. In case the guy who put them out here doesn't like black people, and he's gonna come out and try to make this innocent action be something that he can try to have power over and call the police like that black man. Remember he said, just call the police. You guys remember that, don't you? Okay, I better get out of here. Come on, let's go real quick for the cops come. All right, hurry, hurry. Put your head down. Turn off the light. Shut up, bro. Okay, speed. Hurry up, go, go, go. Now, was all that shit necessary? Hell no. You know it wasn't. Okay, so I think I've showed you guys enough on this segment about what I do out here all day now. I need to really get serious and roll through these alleys a little faster, so I'm going to turn this camera off and let something really interesting come up. Now, peace and blessings. And I want to apologize to you guys for being so harsh and saying the horrible things that I've been saying, but it's cruel love. I swear, that's all it is. So you know what? If you don't like it, I don't care. I'm going to do what I have to do. Just don't tune in, but you will tune in. The true aspirants is going to need this stuff. And you are the ones that I hope I'm reaching. The other people that's not ready for it, we just have to wait on them, all right? Peace and blessing. As you guys can see, there's one long distance just for me. You see, somebody love me. See? They made it obvious. They left that off for a sir. I'm going to get it. Peace. Okay, where you at? There we go. All right, how you doing, sir?
Doing well, how are you?
I'm doing really good. Now, you see what I'm doing and everything, and I was just wanting you to, if you don't mind, comment to the American public on your opinion about the service that I'm offering to this neighborhood.
I think you're picking up a lot of stuff people don't want to deal with, so I think it's great, and if you can make a buck off it, you know, it's no skin off my back. And
you know what? If I come out here and do this stuff for you guys and I do it with a divine professional manner, isn't it really an asset? I mean, am I a menace to society or am I a public servant?
You're definitely not a menace to society as long as you're not, you know, rifling through my recycling bin up underneath my, you know, carport or whatever. But
that's right.
The street or whatever, I think you're doing a great